guys, hope you're all doing well. Back on, as you can see, Blue's ears after biscuits. Hope you're all doing well. Where was I? Back on with Dan's bike. So we're sort of getting to the stage where we're doing sort of small, simple jobs now. Just, hello. Blue's after his biscuits. So today I'm doing the front brake cable. So we've got to do a bit of a bracket on the bottom of the fork leg to take the adjuster. Then we're doing a bracket for the brake light switch. And we're going to make sure the speedo cable run is okay. I've got the exhaust ring to try on, the cooling ring. That's going to look loads better with that on. And I don't know if I'll get this far today, but I've got to sort the front spindle out. I sort of know what I'm going to do, because obviously it's completely different to the forks that wheel would have gone in. So on the forks that wheel would have fitted, you have bottom clamps that hold the front wheel and the spindle in place. Now, I ordered what was supposedly a spindle for that type of front end. And all they've sent me is a normal spindle, and they've just threaded it. So it's still way too long, but I may be able to do something with it. Obviously, it's got to be 100% safe. But it's ridiculous. So yeah, all they've done is took a normal spindle, threaded it, and used these shouldered nuts, which are also way too long. So yeah, bit of a letdown really. But I think I'll be able to do something with that. Like I say, I may not get to that bit today, but it's on the list. So yeah, we are getting there. Also, I am using a new GoPro. So if I haven't got something quite right, I do apologise. I will get there. I think I've got it set right. So the old GoPro, I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing. It seemed to be losing its detail on footage. I don't know. I'd not messed with the settings. I checked the settings, they were still the same. I just reckon the harsh environment in here starts having an effect on the equipment. So it looks like the equipment's going to last about a year in here before I have to swap it all out, which ain't a problem. A year's all right. It's not a problem. So yeah, we're on a new GoPro today. So bear with me if things ain't quite right. I will put it right over the next few videos. I've got my fingers crossed that it is right. Right, let's get on with the bike. You ready, Blue? Hey, you ready? You ready? Yeah? Cheers. Why do you always do that? Right, to start with, I've got a little bracket sorted out that, hold on, let's get the cable out. That might help. So, we've got a little bracket sorted that will be welded to the fork there. That'll go in there. And hopefully, that will sort it all out. So we've got a good gusset on the bracket, because obviously there's quite a lot of force on these cables when you're pulling the brakes. So that should be more than strong enough. So that'll go in there like so. Hopefully, yep. And then we'll set it out in its best place for the brake. We'll take that out so we don't want to be welding with that in. And I've just broken my favourite glasses. Gutted. Remember that? There was always that kid at school that had a plaster around his glasses. That's me now. And it was his worst nightmare if his glasses broke across the bridge. And He'd have this great big plaster over his nose. The good old days, eh? The kids don't know they've lived now. Mum and Dad just gets them a brand new pair of glasses, no question. We was all bodged up and sent to school back in our day, no matter what happened. At the beginning of each school term, your mum would say, right, them shoes, them trousers, everything's got to last you a year, look after it. So any damage was sewn up. Come the end of the year, your trousers be halfway up your ankles, showing your bright red socks off. Kids ain't got a clue. Ain't got a clue. Right, let's get this sorted. Blue's coming for another biscuit. I don't know if he's in shot, he's down here. All right, mate. We'll get this tacked on first. Let's see. Oop. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, as you can see, that's just got the normal spindle in, so it's sticking right out. And as I was saying earlier, all they've done with that spindle is run a die down it. It's still exactly the same length when it should be a lot shorter. So we'll do something with that. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see, I've got a little mark there, which is about where the adjuster's got to go. So what I'll do is get that tacked on and then try it all out. Unfortunately, I haven't got the brake levers for this yet, but I suppose I can set it up because there are inch bars in this, but I suppose I can set it up with a 7/8 brake lever. They don't have to go on the bars, just to give us an idea of the length of the inner cables, where they've got to go, how much slack I've got to give them. But I think if I tack that on there for now, get the cable on, and that should give us an idea. Right, I've been having a bit of a mess about with that. To be fair, I had to break that back off and change the position of it a bit further up. So what I've got now, also, if I can find it, this. It's a bit roughed out at the moment. So this bit, I probably will change the shape of the top of it. Like I say, it's roughed out at the moment. So this bit will be to stop the plate spinning. So it'll drop into there, wedges in, but that seems to be the best place, straight between them two fork legs. Obviously when it's welded in, it'll hold the hub there. I probably need to, thinking about it, I probably need to take that back a bit more actually, so it drops down a bit further. But anyway, that will take care of all that when it's all welded in and stop the plate spinning. So now I'm hoping we're going to have enough in the adjustment. That's moving because it's not welded in. Obviously we've got a bit of, we can take these off the splines, we've got adjustment there, we've got a lot of adjustment there, and we'll also have adjustment on the lever. So I think that'll be all okay, that setup. Yeah, I'm going to grind that a bit so it drops down a bit more. And then when I've got the proper levers for the bike, the inch levers for these bars, let's move that a minute. I'll sort the run of this cable out and make little brackets so it holds it, so it can't get trapped in the wheel or anything like that. And looking like that is going to work out just fine. I think I've got that about sorted. At the minute there's no shoes in it, so it's pointless setting anything out anyway. Plus this bar's all bent, all out of shape, so I can't set all that properly how it should be. I've got a lever on it, although it's a lever for a 7/8 bar, so I just wanted to put it on to see if we had decent adjustment. This will sort of all come down a bit when I've got all this replaced with a straight one. It's sort of trapped at that angle with it all being bent, but for now it's given me an idea where I need to be. But it all operates all okay in that place. You know, plenty of travel there to operate the brakes properly. Like I say, it'll all sort of come round, and then I'll weld this little sort of wedge in there all properly and dress it all up nice. That'll keep all that fixed. So yeah, I think that's about as far as I'm going to take the front brake for now, till I'll replace all this and set it all up with shoes in there, obviously. But I think that's going to be all right. So when I know for sure, I will try some shoes in it. And I have got all this already, which I'll put on. And then I'll continue welding everything on and getting it all fixed permanently. Right, on with the back brake light switch. So this is basically just a standard Enfield switch, sort of the same as the old Lucas ones, I think. I think they are Lucas. But they work perfectly fine. So I folded myself a bit of plate up, drilled a couple of holes in it. Oh, that'll go that way. So I'll be able to bolt that straight on. So I'm just going to cut it into shape and then tack it onto the bike. So I'll do that now. My holy gloves. I know how you all like my holy gloves. And now my broken glasses to add to it. I'm doing well. Still all right. Right, just cut straight up that angle, I think. Okay, right, I don't need it that deep, so I'm going to cut down that line. Obviously it'll be a lot shorter than that as well. Tell you what, we'll play that safe. I'll drop it in there. A bit of a curve on that, I think. Okay, where have I put it? Come on, how can I lose that? There it is. One thing I'm good at is losing things. That includes my mind. Spot on. So we'll just cut that to length now. So it only needs to be a really basic bracket. So that's probably going to end up here somewhere. Right. So we'll cut this to length. So we literally want that. I'll have to find some bolts out small enough to go through there. Obviously we want that running smack in the middle. Then enough reach to get that onto the brake arm. I'll just cut that angle on. Take a little dip out of there for the radius of the tube. That should do it. Again, we'll just tack that on till we 100% know, till we get the bracket to do the brake pedal adjustment. But this is how I do all the Enfields, and it's just a real simple way, and it works. Oops, that's better. Again, I'm not going to weld it on properly till I know it's all in line. We'll get the brake adjuster on there next. Go there like so. What we'll do then is, let's try and get you closer. So that'll go on there like so. Obviously we'll have the two wires coming out of here. They'll go to the back. Then we'll pop an hole in that plate so they'll just disappear straight through there, underneath the plate where they've hidden, and go straight into the frame. Then we'll run them all up here, out here to the light, then up the frame up here, dropped into the dummy oil tank, move that, and all sorted. No horrible wires visible. We'll just get a little pass here which we'll do nice and neat. And sorted. Right, what I think I'm going to do, because this is a new camera, and like an idiot, because I'm stupid, I didn't really do a test run with it, then go and try it in the computer. I've just gone and thrown myself straight into doing a video. So just in case I've got something wrong, I'll go and edit this video up now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's come out all right. Because although this camera I'm using is another GoPro, it is quite different to the older GoPro I had, with settings and what comes up on the screen. And because I'm absolutely useless with technology, yes, I'm going to go and make sure it's all right, and then come back and carry on with the next video if it's all gone well. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day at that, guys. Well, not a day on this one, and come back and carry on. So cheers for watching. Fingers crossed it's all right, and I'll catch you soon.